everyone. Welcome to Learn Java with Techie channel. My name is Vivek Suryan. In this video, we are going to see how to reverse a string. For the provided given input string, we have to find the reverse of the string and we are going to print it. Let's take an example. We have an input A, B, C, D, E, which is a string. We are going to output it as E, D, C, B, A. So there are multiple ways to implement it. Let's see what are the different ways. So the first way is we are going to use a single for loop and we are going to print from the last character. I'm repeating it. We have a given input string A, B, C, D, E. We are going to use a for loop to print each and every character from last. So let's implement it in Eclipse. I have installed Eclipse IDE and I have created a class called string reverse. I have created a method, main method. So I'm going to declare a variable input of data type string. I'm going to initialize it to a string A, B, C, D, E. So this is a given input string. We are going to reverse A, B, C, D, E. And I'm going to use a single for loop. So we are going to print from the last character. So the length of the input string is 5. So we are going to start from 4 since the index starts from 0. So input dot length will give me the whole length of the string, which is 5, and I'm going to start from 4, which is -1. And in each and every iteration, I'm going to negate the value of I so that it goes from 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So all the way till 0 we have to go. Once we have reached 0, we are going to come out of the loop. So the condition to break the loop is till 0, which is I greater than -1. It's going to run. Once it has crossed the value of 0, we are going to end the condition. And we are going to print system print. We are going to print each and every character of the mentioned index. Here the index value is represented by I. So input dot character at I. So let's run this program. Yes, we have got the desired output, which is EDCBE. So this is method 1. Oops. So let me comment this as method 1. So there are 4 different methods. Let's see method 2 now. So before that, I'm printing an empty line between each and every method. Let's see the second method. The second method we are going to use is we are going to use a string builder or buffer with a predefined function called reverse. So string builder and string buffer is almost the same. The main difference between string builder and string buffer is synchronized. Like all the methods in string buffer is synchronized, whereas all the methods in string builder is not synchronized. So you can check more on some other video to find out the difference between string builder and string buffer and string. So this is an important interview question. So for now, we are going to just simply implement it. So I'm going to implement in both the ways, string buffer. I'm going to name it as buffer equal to new string buffer. I'm going to create string builder. Yeah, we have created an object of string builder and string buffer. So I'm going to set a value, which is the input value A, B, C, D, E to both buffer and builder. So to initialize a value, or if you want to change the value, there is a method called append, default method in both buffer and builder. You can use append here. I'm going to append the value as input buffer dot builder dot input. So now the value of buffer and builder is set to A, B, C, D, E, which is our input string. So now we are going to reverse it. Buffer dot reverse. So here we have a predefined function. So this function is going to reverse our input string and it's going to return a string buffer. So let's implement it. So now the string is reversed, but the value of buffer needs to be overridden. So since it returns string buffer value, I'm going to override the value of buffer with the reversed value. Going to do the same for builder as well of reverse. So let me print this to print both buffer and builder in the same line with a tab space. Let's run this code and see the output. Yeah, we have got our desired output. So this is from buffer. This EDCBA is from buffer and this EDCBA is from builder, and it's separated by a tab space. I hope everyone understood method 2 as well. So let me give an empty line. I'm going to implement method 3. So the method 3 is like we are going to use two different pointers to swap character from both the ends. So let me explain. So we have a given input string which is A, B, C, D, E. So the left end is starting from A and the right end is starting from E. So we are going to use two different pointer. One is left, one is right, and we are going to swap the values of left and right in each and every iteration. So at the first iteration, we are going to swap the left end and the right end, which is A and E. So after the first iteration, it's going to look something like E, B, C, D, A. Since A is replaced by E and E is replaced by A, we have done a swap. So in the next iteration, we are going to increment the left side and we are going to decrement the left side. So A from the left side, from A it's going to be incremented to B, and from right side, from E it's going to decremented to D. So now we are going to do a swap of B and D. So in the next iteration, it's going to look something like E, D, C, B, A. So in the next iteration, we are going to increment the left pointer. So from left, it's going to pointing to C, and from right, it's going to pointing to C. So we are going to write a condition here. So once the left value should be smaller than the right value, or else we are going to break the condition. So let's start implementing it. So I'm going to use integer left. It's going to start from the leftmost value, which is 0, and the right, it's going to start from the rightmost value, which is input dot length minus 1. So we have initialized the value of left and right pointer. We are going to use a while loop here. So the left value should always be smaller than the right value. So this is the condition, and we are going to swap the element of left and right in each and every iteration. So let me set a character value temp equal to input dot. So before this, there is one more thing. So we can't directly replace the value of string. So once the value of string is set, we cannot change it since it is an immutable. So there is another way to do it. We are going to use a character array, input array equal to input dot two character array. So this will give the character array of the input. So we're going to use input array of left. We are going to set it in a temporary variable, and then we are going to change the input value of left with input array of right. Now we are going to set the temp value to the right. So now we have done the swap. So for each and every iteration, once the swapping is done, we are going to increment the left pointer and we are going to decrement the right pointer. Let me print this. So since the input is an array, is of array type, it's going to print an array. So we are going to use a predefined function toString of input array. So let me run this code and check. Yeah, it's going to print as EDCBE. We got the output. So let's go ahead with the next method. So the next method here is we are going to use a collection.reverse. So collections is a class. It provides a method called reverse. So we're going to use a list here, list of character, list input, new array list of character. I'm going to import list here. Yeah. So before that, I'm going to add each and every character to the list input. So I'm going to use a for loop character C input dot to character array. So for each and every character, I'm going to add it to the list. Oops, sorry. List input dot add of C. Now this character will have all the input with it. So for each and every iteration, it's going to fetch a character letter and we are going to add that character to it. So here the input is A, B, C, D, E. So for each and every iteration, it's going to add A, B, C, D, E to the list input. So after adding all the characters to the list input, we are going to use collections dot reverse of a list. So here list is list input. And we can directly oops, I have to print it. First we have to check whether it's yeah, it has reversed the provided input list. I hope everyone is clear with the video. So if you have any doubt, please comment in the comment section. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. And if you have any feedbacks also, please comment it in the commenting section. So it will be helpful for me to put better videos for you to understand. Thank you everyone. I hope you have learned something today. Thank you.